In the last lesson, we already looked at the grouping by function, this function. Now let's learn its advanced methods. For this, let's add our student class. Let's add a new field for age. It will be private, int and age, and getters and setters, of course. Okay. Then we need to add age in a constructor with all fields. Firstly, age, then point. Okay. And let's create a new class for demo grouping. Public static void main. Here we create an array list of students, Hogwarts students, and Harry Potter from Gryffindor, age 18 and 100 points. Hermione Granger, age points. Luna Lovegood, Ravenclaw, age points. Draco Malfoy, Slytherin, age points. And Cedric Diggory, Hufflepuff, 19 age and 19 years old and 90 points. And let's now count the number of students in each house. The result will return map interface with key value, key string for Hogwarts house, and long for count of students in this Hogwarts house for each Gryffindor, Slytherin, for each Hogwarts house. Student count by house, and we write this array and make a stream. Okay, then invoke method collect and invoke method grouping by. In the function we use to specify the key and then value. For key we can get from student by invoking method get Hogwarts house. Okay, and collectors dot counting for counting students of each Hogwarts house. Okay, and print the result, student count by house. Run our program, and we can see the next result: Hufflepuff 1 student, Slytherin 1 student, Ravenclaw 1 student, Gryffindor 2 students. Okay. Next, student earn points for their houses. Let's get the total amount of total sum for each house. We will use map string and let's use integer for total of points. Total points by house. Collectors grouping by. Students get Hogwarts house for key string type, and for integer we use not counting, we use summarize, summarizing int. And we can use a method reference for get points of students. Students not age, we need to get points, this method. Okay, and print it total with this label, total points by house. Run our program, and we can see total points Hufflepuff 90 because Cedric Diggory from Hufflepuff and it's point 90. Okay, Slytherin 75 because Draco Malfoy from Slytherin and he has 75 points. Ravenclaw 85, Luna Lovegood from 85 points for Ravenclaw, and Gryffindor 195 because Harry Potter with the 100 points and Hermione Granger with 95 points for Gryffindor. Now let's calculate the student with the maximum points from each Hogwarts house. The result will return map with key value. Key is a string, Hogwarts house, and the student with maximum point, if it exists. If it's not exist, it will be optional with type student. Top student, student with the top points by house, by Gryffindor, by Ravenclaw, by Slytherin, and etc. For this we also create a stream and invoke method collect. We will use method groupingBy. For key string type, we will use student Hogwarts house from student class, and for value we will use method maxBy from collectors. MaxBy, which take a comparator. We can create our own comparator or use ready comparator. Comparing, which takes some function. I like to use method reference. Comparing by age we can, but compare by points. Semicolon. Parentheses. Okay. And let's print the result. Top student by house and some student. By house Hufflepuff, Cedric Diggory. By house Slytherin, Draco Malfoy. By house Ravenclaw, Luna Lovegood. By house Gryffindor, Harry Potter. Harry Potter's points greater than Hermione Granger, yes. 100 greater than 95. Now the task is for you. Calculate students who earned minimum number of points. Hint, minimum is opposite of maxBy, minBy. The possible solution. Students with min. We'll create a stream, collect, groupingBy, and instead of maxBy, we will write minBy. MinBy by this comparator. Run our program. And we can see that this top student with min points by house. Minimum points by house. Students with min points by house. And we can see a Gryffindor. Harry Potter 2, it's incorrect. We must, we needed to print this array. Okay, run it again. And we can see that in Gryffindor, for example, Hermione Granger, yes, because Hermione Granger's points are less than Harry Potter's points. 95 greater than 100. Okay, let's calculate the youngest student, because the students has age values. So let's extract the youngest student from each Hogwarts house. we will get the map of string for Hogwarts house and the optional student for youngest value. Youngest student by house. We need to create a stream from our array list dot collect. We will use the same grouping by method from collectors, and for key we need to specify from student get Hogwarts house, and for values we need to create collector method min by from collectors. Max by we need min by, and specify here age instead of get points. Get age. Okay. Min by. This method takes comparator. We need to firstly use comparator and method comparing, and here inside method comparing specify student age, and let's print the result. Youngest student by house, this array. Youngest student by Hufflepuff, Cedric Diggory, Slytherin, Draco Malfoy, Ravenclaw, Luna Lovegood, Gryffindor, Hermione Granger, because Hermione Granger's age is 17 and Harry's 18. 17 is younger than 18. That's right. Also, we can extract from each student, for example, its name. We get a map string with the Hogwarts house. After grouping by Hogwarts house, we can get a list of names, list strings. Okay, students names by house. We create firstly stream dot collect collectors grouping by students get Hogwarts house. For key and for value, you can use method mappers from collectors. Collectors dot mapping. Yes, mapping, which contains some mapper. We will create a name of students and collect it to list. So let's get student, get name, and then collect it to list. Collectors to list. Let's print our result, students' names by house. And we can see the next result. Student names by Hufflepuff, Cedric Diggory, from Slytherin, only Draco Malfoy, Luna Lovegood from Ravenclaw, and in Gryffindor we can see Harry Potter and Hermione Granger. This is an array list of elements. Okay, and the last example, we can get in summary statistics. Statistics about points, for example, or age from students. We will get the map of string by Hogwarts house and int summary statistics. This is a class from Java util package. And summary statistics map. We can get firstly stream dot collect collectors grouping by collectors. Firstly for key we specify student, class, and method get Hogwarts house. And for value, we use collectors. Comparing. We will use for getting int summary statistic. There is a method summarizing. Summarizing int double or long. We will use int. Summarizing int, which takes some mapper. From student, we needed to extract some fields, age or point. Student get points. And just print the result. Summary statistics map. Run our program. And we can see point summary by house. Hufflepuff, count 1, sum, mean value, and average. From the same for Slytherin, the same for Ravenclaw, and the same for Gryffindor. We can see count 2. 2 students we have from Gryffindor, Harry Potter and Hermione Granger. Sum 195 is the result of adding 100 points from Harry Potter and 95 of Hermione Granger's points. Mean value 95 and max value 100. And also we can see average value. Good job. See you in the next lesson.